Что ж такое-то? Да, блин. Если перезапустить. Офигел? Надо посмотреть сегодня на эту игрушку. Сыскного дела. Мастер сыскного дела. Исповедь жертвы. Вообще давно облизывался на эту игру. Два дня назад.
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
Oh, she is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Mr. Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who, are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
Зачем ты пришел? Тот самый глаз. Ой, в смысле, глаз Холмса. Мгм. А, Рано, наверное. Вам 8 лет, достаточно питания, можете открыть с карты заботы родителей. Что я еще упускаю? Да блин. Нельзя еще раз ее смотреть. Так он все-таки плакал. Так, как поменять? Клацаем, клацаем, клацаем. Это не так. Нет, это все правильно. Вот насчет раны. Так, F воображение. Так, TFRPQ. Выбор действия.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
Такой смотрит на него. Фиг с ним.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie. What do you mean, sir?
Nothing. I was digressing.
О,
And
да.
when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job. But this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
Strange. In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
Британия.
What do you mean, sir?
Nothing. I was digressing.
Жесть.
Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Исчезновение отца, смотреть жилище. Самостоятельный парень. Он много страдал от недоедания. Ага. Это понятно. Документы. Здесь получается досье. Так.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
We need to help Tom find his father, Holmes.
Так, я так понимаю, музыка. Как-то лучше, нет? Интересно.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work. My archive. I can always consult with it if... My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My archive. I can... Watson documents our adventures in here.
Переодеваться не будем. С похмелья. С похмелья так с похмелья.
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful.
Так, подожди. Придется точно... Уже приехали?
These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk.
Привет.
North Street.
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
Сильнее лей. Так, где он сказал у него там? Торсет-стрит, 12, комната Е. A, B, E. Ой,
This is
мальчик.
our home, Mr. Holmes.
Так, что там еще было?
I hope you'll find my father soon.
Strange magazine.
Huh. So that's why you came to see me. Tom probably reads at night. Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance. Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup, a clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills.
My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young, too.
Valley Limited. Так. Месяц. Декабрь 10-го. Декабрь 10-го, 95-й год. Оплачено.
Hearst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance.
Оплаченные счета, это хорошо.
The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
Old clothes, soiled and worn. George Hearst's work was varied. He was evidently a hard-working and valuable hand. It's too dark. I can't see anything. Just some old things. Just some old things. A leather satchel, what's in it?
Письмо. Привет, Джордж, вы знаете, трудно найти работу, тебе нужны деньги и еду для сына. Поэтому прикрепляю листовку одного паба. Я слышал, что там сидит парень, который предлагает особенную работу. Возможно, она тебе подойдет. Надеюсь, удачи. Пап. Что за пап?
I hope you'll find my father soon.
Прикрепляю листовку одного паба. Но где же находится пап?
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hearst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
Old clothes, soiled and worn.
Так, это не так работает. Старый товарный паб. Best choice first sales Whitechapel. What's on North Street? Дорсон Стрит. Да, там в углу.
The Old Tabard Pub, North Street. The Old Tabard Pub.
Ладно, поняли.
Please, sir.
Да. Сейчас найдем. Сейчас найдем, парнишка. Табак.
I don't feel thirsty right now.
Что же не хочется?
I don't feel thirsty right now.
Что значит не хочется, а? Смотрите, жилище, я что-то опять пропустил.
The old Tabard pub, North Street. Glue. Probably taken from a wall. The old Tabard pub? Did you hear anything about it from your father, Tom?
My father's a regular, but he's not a drinker, sir. It's close by on North Street.
Выполнено. Теперь можно... Что ж с этой клавишей не так?
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here. I need to Earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
Это сложнее, чем кажется.
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
Watson.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
Бакенбарды.
Arm in arm, stronger together, stronger than ever.
Кто-то не доел.
Arm in arm, stronger together, stronger than ever. Arm in arm, stronger together, stronger than ever.
Бакенбарды, бакенбарды. А,
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here. There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
Bosses beware. When we're screwed, we multiply.
так, игра. Сосредоточься, Холмс. Сосредоточься.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
Ты! Да. Фига себе, дедукция.
This must be the man that I'm looking for. Interesting. A missing person. I should find out more.
В начале октября мистер Джон Строубридж исчез с Дорсер-стрит при загадочных обстоятельствах. Если у вас есть информация о нем, свяжитесь с миссис Строубридж, Дорсер-стрит, дом 5. Заранее благодарим вас за любую помощь.
I need to follow the man, otherwise I'll lose him.
А,
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
господи, за парнишку играет. Я сама тень.
Whitechapel never changes.
I don't know, God, with this bug everywhere.
I couldn't pay the rent last week.
Pumpkin, cabbage, cheek.
No, thanks.
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs.
Living costs are too much these days. My son used to work down the street.
Take a brush and get in there.
Ah, boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
What are you waiting for?
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Stupid kid.
Please, you don't...
Go.
Я, походу, что-то пропустил. Лезь давай.
still here, that's a relief.
Malik.
Whoa. Whoa.
Easy. Easy peasy.
Oi, what are you doing in my garden?
Блин, и это ты называешь нормальной работой?
He's shoe shine Jim from Chamber Street. He's mute because his drunk stepfather beat him. Hey Jim, can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes.
А, ботинки чистить еще.
It's dirty. I should use a damp cloth.
Doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm still learning.
Взял и подпогадил.
He's He's talking with a cabin. We need to get closer.
Alas, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
I'm praying it doesn't get cold again.
I can't lose him now. I've lost him.
Чё, потерял? Да как ты умудрился?
I can't lose him now.
Yeah, slow motion. Slow-mo.
Interesting. What's going on in the yard? Locked. Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Bags of food. I like this house.
Potato.
I can't see what's inside. I can't see what's inside. Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it.
Okay.
Wow, a lot of expensive stuff. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught.
Через дверь можно выбраться?
Locked.
Ясно. Locked.
Wigan's tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Wiggins did a good job.
История. Наполеон, римская столица Майя.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the...
Римская история.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
Медицина, ботаника. Блин.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
Явно не то. Там еще есть. Газеты за точность смертной стрельбы. В подземке. Спасение создается в Лондоне.
That's not the one I need.
Нет. Вторая морская война. Институт открыт. Нет. Полиция Джеймса Гарфилда. Востока Хопка.
That's not the one I need.
Опыт мало похоже. 70 воеве. Нет, сейчас Стюарт план на свободе. Англо-французское соглашение. Нет. Убийство явно с этим не связано. Железная дорога открыта. Королевская дорога Покара. Фантост Доусон нелегально. Нет. Рост миграции. Лицевой ЧПР. Банковый постинг. Так. Это семейный герб, скорее всего, я так понимаю. Говоришь, Пэллингтоне. Нет, Пэном. Нет. Да тут грохнуться можно. Да, знаки и символ. Блин. Нет. Было близко. Английские гербы. Это Маш, известный меценат. Он собирает пикников, теплой едой, теплой одежды. Впрочем, известен как судить программу социальной подготовки, позволяющей 5 на время получить образование. От Маш проживает в Лондоне. Мейнсбери Роуд, том 3.
Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
But you'll make Watson jealous.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
Miss Hudson.
It's wonderful to have Kate home.
Я что-то пропустил, походу, из предыдущих частей. Так, мне надо хорошо одеться.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
Полезен, но бесполезен. Спортивный. Всё. Если к нему в такой одежде прийти. Повседневный пойдет. Лысый. Пойдет. Это таки бухгалтер. Нет, не бухгалтер даже. Маленький начальник.
I wonder what connects Hurst and Marsh.
Прикольные усы.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
Фига, как ты меня узнал? Бездомно исчезает с улиц, наш специалист за собственно не могут объяснить умещен, экономическим ростом граждан, работа помогает, позволяя нам строить успешную индустриальную страну, не всякого сомнения, нас скоро ждет улучшение качества жизни. В Лондоне. В Лондоне? Да, в Лондоне. Поехали к Машу. Watson?
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
Что за интрига внезапная? Ну блин, чувак, ты мне через 40 минут только ответил.
Come in, please.
Сухпайки, помощь.
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Вот у него точно конъюнктивит, походу. Плохо себя чувствует. И... Пейнкиллер. То есть Space нажал, он сам все сделал, да? Так, Робин Фишер, молодой человек, 25 лет, от рода личный врач, хорошим образованием, манерами, член охотничьего клуба. Одежда указывает на неплохой достаток. Кроме не только врач, но и личный помощник лорда маршала. Советник человек занимает высокое положение в обществе, что видно по дорогой одежде золотым кольцом. Спасибо больнокам, он болен, поэтому купит свое дело, несмотря на то, что в комнате тепло.
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now too from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance.
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes? But also insight, and Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already.
Простуда. Обезболивающее от простуды. Угадал.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your table.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
Is there something else that interests you?
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
Настаиваю, что использовать маскировку на... А зачем? Коробочка обезболивающего.
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life.
Дима просто пишет. Ничего такого. Так. Watermine Club, celebrating Black Rolling, Irishman hunting.
Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
Список избранных участников для программы спасания военной вещи не могу называться. Патрик Таннер, Томас Келли, Холмс, Уильям Тэтчер. Как того звали, а?
I've never heard of this man. I've never heard of this man. John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster.
I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
Да? Так. Время работы, исчезновение. Так. Связанные, да, связанные. Или не связанные? Мне кажется, не связанные. А нет, наоборот, связанные. Связанные, как-то связанные.
Bags full of food. Aid for the paupers of Lambeth Workhouse. Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. It's shut tight. It's closed. It's shut tight.
Watson. Watson.
A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel. Lord Marsh even helps hospitals. It's extremely honourable to devote one's whole life to assisting the poor.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
It's shut tight.
Patrick Kent, Thomas Carey, John Strawbridge, William Thatcher, Lord Collins, Lord Harrington. George Hurst. Анализ. Господи. Великий. Ехали.
Kate wouldn't like it if I entered her room without her knowledge.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
My archive. I can always...
У себя дома можно одеться как алкаш.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. My analysis table. It's useful for my work. Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Best. Best of the best.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Что делать?
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Так, надо, получается, заявиться к Тому. Я так понимаю. Оделся как алкаш. Переоделся.
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh, yeah. I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful.
This oil can also be used on weapons.
Чистящий
A
шомпол.
ramrod to clean a rifle.
Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shown it me.
I'm sure that he wouldn't have shown it you. I need to find this rifle.
This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm. Tom, does your father have any other property?
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil, and we'll find that rifle.
Тряпка и ключик. Туда, сюда. Туда, сюда. Так, улики. Ничего из этого пока нет. Toby. Кыс.
Holmes, we need to help.
Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep. Watson?
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
A map of London and its...
Тихо. Этот пес порвет в любого. Чей запах не понравится.
Search, Toby, search.
Интересно, за кем так тянется зеленый шлейф? Чем они там занимаются? Один трогает клетку, другой пытается распилить бочку. Слабый запах.
It's only a garden shed. Let's go on.
Я пытался. Я просто пес. Привет, Дима. А фабрика будет чуть позже, через полчаса. А пока я собака. Я собака, ты собака. Я собака, я собака.
People use this cellar for storage.
Склад матрасов.
Nothing that could interest me.
Кроме вот этого ящика, конечно же.
pile of rubbish. It's not here.
Не здесь.
Old things.
Что значит старье?
Ordinary storage.
Здесь.
Tom's photograph. Let's try to get inside.
Чудеса взлома. Открыто.
Just rubbish.
British. Дорогой Джордж, я понимаю тебя, и это так печально. Как и ты, я не могу найти работу, даже самую простую. Моим детям нечего есть. Когда я пытаюсь куда-то устроиться, хозяева сразу говорят, что не желают, чтобы люди целыми работали на них. Наша военная служба ничего не стоит, наша страна, используя нас войне, бросила нас. Никому ничего не надо. Твой друг Джек. Моя Британия, страна вроде бы надо, что сейчас они Ирландия и храбрые военные службы, это наверное настоящая война, понимаете, став. Извини, получено военную службу, моя Федерика Солперман.
This case must have been full of cartridges. There was something on the stand.
Угадай, что? Если меня нет живых, мне жаль, что закончится так, но меня не будет, но ты должен это знать. Ты мальчик, с тобой горжусь, надеюсь, нравится мне, говоришь, можешь быть, становитесь своими взрослыми, ты. Прощальная записка.
News clippings on lords in the education program. Why are they here? Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found earlier. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents. This man appears in both documents.
William Thatcher. Patek Tanner народжився. Крестик 3 октября, 31 октября, 10 октября, 24 октября.
All the people in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hearst's files. There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him.
Еще одна связь. Нет, не связано. Связано с подготовкой. Нет. 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 И нет. Да. Значит так. Мне кажется, так. Тут еще куча всякого.
A map of Epping Forest.
Уже погоди. Требует от меня умозаключений. Попробуем так.
It's not here. Pile of rubbish. Nothing that could interest me.
Так, непрозрачно намекает. Есть теория. Это получается бедняки, которые отказались. Если так... Нет, не работает. Окей. Пробираемся в дом. Где выход? Гавка.
Brave Toby, best nose in the British Empire.
Сначала на Бейкер-стрит. Приехали. Ты что, устал?
Well, well. Sweet slumber after a hard-working day. On my pillow.
Надо переодеться бандитом. На. На моряка похож больше. Пойдет. Было прикольно, конечно, если Ватсон каждый раз, когда видит, как мы переодеваемся, орал на всю комнату.
Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom.
Ватсон уже привыкший ко всему.
The window is firmly shut.
Осталась только дверь. Один. Язы, понятно, два.
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please, allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Взял
Good
такой.
job, Watson.
Разбил базу. Батл. Ладно. Какой-то из...
Let's see how hard to crack this safe is.
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Well, since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes?
Как ты узнал?
What are you doing here? Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Я не увидел картину. Фига себе. Благодаря программе специального ввода, не знаю, как поэтому... Что за цветок? Когда я прямая поддержка программы специальной подготовки спасла более 2000 человек, смерть марша.
Lord Marsh is a keen hunter.
Здесь висел еще один капкан, я так понимаю. Нет, 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 нет. Угу. Да нет. Второй раз в жизни скрываю сейф.
November 7th. This means that the meeting is planned for today.
Мы встречаемся в Дубе Ганстон, преподает ответом письмо, нужное место. Окей. Тут Кронстон. У нас какие-то две улики. Ну, конечно, нет.
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza, Lord Marsh.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr. Watson, but we are expected elsewhere. Might we offer you a lift?
You're going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I am needed.
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
Farewell. Ну тут вообще ничего нет. Мы поехали.
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh. My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough, in addition to his fever and his usage of strong painkillers, leads me to believe that he is seriously ill. Let's study it more closely. Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope. I need to take a sample of it using the glass rod.
А! Палочки.
Let us apply chemicals to color the sample.
Метиленовый синий.
I need a pipette.
Кислота, карбов.
This chemical should be applied third.
Ага.
This chemical should be applied second.
А, совсем тупой. Понька. 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 Чпонька.
Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope.
Типичные элементы. Двигать.
A mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill. Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just as I feared. Lord Marsh is suffering from tuberculosis.
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, but... Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbour lent me a book. She is so kind. I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes, it's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
This is so romantic.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
Что мне делать-то? Ну, так или иначе оставим это на следующий раз. Если, конечно, было интересно. Сейчас мы через 5-10 минут пойдем в факторию. Ребята очень-очень просят. Сохранить. Так, я на месте. Дима. Дима, ответь.
Да, занят.
Ну, мне кажется, или музыка орёт?
Тебе кажется.
Теннант лучший, да. Мэтт Смит тоже хорош. Привет, стадо волков. Да, всю планету. Да, захватить. Прям всю. Но потом. Я еще помню из, получается, нового доктора. Первый доктор, который был, это, получается, 6-й, что ли? Который в кожаной куртке гонял. С Роуз. Или с Розой. Роза. Это как перевести? Вчера настраивал, не перенастраивал. Да, это на один сезон только был, насколько я помню. Вообще, насколько я помню, доктор скатился. Так, автопроводка. Кто вообще досмотрел доктора на данный момент? Последний сезон я не смотрел чисто из-за того, что, ну, уже не канон. Уже не то. Ну, говорят, то, что последней серии из сезона уже, ну, типа, ну, примерно более-менее, но... Привкус все еще не тот. Да, старые хороши. Да, не то. 40, но 2. 16 на 1.
Мы это выиграли.
Мои поздравления.
Да. Играл на отъебись.
Впрочем, ничего нового.
Интересно, сколько я урона нанес. Танк больше всех урона нанес. Неплохой танк. Что мы будем?
Погодим Satisfactory. А что, еще у тебя варианты есть?
Нет, о чем сейчас не будет, да?
Не знаю. Я смотрел в этом, там... в эпике.
Не, я ж тебе предлагал это, арахнофобию развить.
Что развить?
Арахнофобию в Grounded поиграть. Боишься пауков?
Нет, я не боюсь.
Ну, начнем.
Что за игру ты мне предлагал?
Grounded.
Щи. Браун. А где он у тебя?
У меня в стиме.
Так, коллекции.
Два сумасшедших, блин, а? Какую-то.
Налаживаем связь с этим.
И у вас есть мозг? Ну, вообще нет?
Нет. Сегодня смотрел от этого. Руди Геймс озвучку. Они мультики озвучивают. Рататуй смотрел. Вначале постоянно пищ-пищ-пищ-пищ. Тупо, конечно, но смешно. Так, я
тупых видал.
Да. Ну нет,
такая. Xbox-овский аккаунт есть, если на Grounded был.
Не,
Ну его недолго делал. Да, он у меня в стиме.
Рублей. 8 гигов. Но я сейчас поставлю на скачивание, и, наверное, все обрушится. Да, я принимаю.
Мне тоже надо качать.
Тебе-то легче, как бы.
Ну конечно. У меня дома еще, блин, 3 человека, которые пользуются интернетом.
В смысле? Пишет, короче, типа 8 мегабайт висит, а требуется 4.
Она запакованная тебе. Скачивается, а потом распаковывается. Большинство игр.
Вообще загружается 3.8. 4.1 красиво.
3.85 на минуточку.
Ладно, пусть пока качается. Мы пока посидим тут.
Да? Ну, видосики позалипай.
Я позалипал, да.
У меня почему-то Steamworks качается. Меня.
Это плохо.
Он зачем вообще нужен?
Мне придется игру в этот закрыть.